Hari Om to all of you. I take it we are all ready to begin this evening's program. We'll begin with purification. Sprinkle water around the baby. Om apavitrah pavitro va sarvavastham gatopi va yah smaret pundarikaksham sabahya bhyantarah suchi. Sip water from the palm of the right hand 3 times. Om Keshawaya Namaha. Om Narayanaya Namaha. Om Madhavaya Namaha. Rinse your hands. Om Hrishikeshaya Namaha. Om Govindaya Namaha. Om Madhusudanaya Namaha. Put on the goose ring on the ring finger of the right hand. Om Pavitre Sto Vaishnavyo Saviturva Prasvatnam Chidrena Pavitrena Surya Sirashmabhi Tasya Te Pavitrapate Pavitraputasya Yat Kamah Pune Tachakeyam. Apply a Chandan Tika on your forehead. Om Chandanam Bandhate Nityam Pavitram Papanasanam Apadam Harti Nityam Lakshmi Vasati Sarvada. Like the chirag, your lamp. Om Bhodhipa Tvam Brahma Rupa Andhakara Nivaraka Imam Yaktam Pujam Grihas Tejo Pravardhaya. Om Deepaya Namaha. Sprinkle water on the baby and on your seat. Om Prithvi Tvaya Dhrita Loka Devi Tvan Vishnuna Dhrita Vancha Dharya Mandevi Pavitram Kuru Chasanam. Okay, we are going to do Swasti Vachan. Take flowers and rice and focus your mind on Bhagwan, thanking him for all the auspiciousness in our lives. And may this auspiciousness continue. Om Swastina Indro Vritashravah Swastina Pusha Vishvaveda Swastina Starik Shurarishta Nemi Swastino Brihaspatirdadhatu Om Payah Prithivyam Payah Oshadhishu Payo Divyantarikshe Payodhaha Payasvati Pradishaha Santu Mahyam Om Vishnoratamasi Vishnu Shnaptrestho Vishnu Syurasi Vishnurdhruvasi Vaishnavamasi Vishnuvitva Om Agnir Devata Vatu Devata Suryo Devata Chandrama Devata Vasavo Devata Rudra Devata Ditya Devata Maruto Devata Vishwe Deva Devata Brihaspati Devatendro Devata Varuno Devata Om Dyoho Shantirantariksha Gung Shanti Prithivi Shantir Apah Shantir Oshadhayah Shanti Vanaspatayah Shantir Vishvedevah Shantir Brahma Shanti Sarvagung Shanti Shantireva Shanti Sama Shantiredhi Om Vishwani Dev Savitar Durikani Parasuva Yadbhadrang Tanna Asuva Sushantir Bhavatu. Offer those flowers on the Bedi. Now take some flowers and do dhyan for Ganesh Bhagwan and Gauri Mata. Om He He Ramba Tvame He अंबिका त्र्यंबकात्मज सिद्धि बुद्धि पतित्रक्ष लक्ष्य लाभ पितुः पितः नागास्य नागहारत्वं गणराज चतुर्भुज भूषितः स्वायुधैर्दिव्यैः पाशाङ्कुश परश्वधैः आवाहयामि पूजार्थं रक्षार्थं च मम कृतोः इहागत्य गृहाणत्वं पूजां क्रतुं च रक्ष मे ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिं हवामहे प्रियाणां त्वा प्रियपतिं हवामहे निधीनां त्वा निधिपतिं हवामहे वसो मम आहं जानि गर्भधम त्वं जासि गर्भधम् ॐ अम्बे अम्बिके अम्बालिके न मानयति कश्चन सशस्ति यश्वकः सुभद्रिकां कम्पीलवासिनीं ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः अम्बिकायै नमः. After that, again, take some flowers और कलश पर ध्यान कीजिए. Focus your mind on कलश and Varun Dev. Put your palms together. ओम तत्वायामि ब्राह्मणा वन्दमान सदा शास्ते यजमानो हवीरभिः अहेडमानो वरुणः बोध्युरुषध्वंसमान आयुः प्रमोषि. After that, in front of the kalsa, अब फिर फूल अक्षत लेकर टेक फ्लावर्स एंड राइस और नवग्रह देवता का ध्यान कीजिए. फोकस योर माइंड ऑन सूर्य नारायण एंड नवग्रह देवता. ओम ब्रह्मा मुरारी स्त्रिपुरंतकारी भानु शशि भूमि सुतो बुधश्च गुरुश्च शुक्रः शनि राहु केतवः सर्वे ग्रहाः शांतिकरा भवन्तु. After that, then take flowers and rice and do dhyan to Sri Ramchandra ji. Om ध्याये दाजानुबाहुं धृतशरधनुषं बद्धपद्मासनस्थं पीतं वासुवसानं नवकमलदलस्पर्धिनेत्रं प्रसन्नं वामाङ्कारूढा सीतामुखकमलमिललोचनं नीरदाभं नाना अलङ्कारदीप्तं ददत मुरुजट मण्डलं रामचन्द्रम्. Offer that in front of Ramchandra ji's murti or anywhere on the Vedi. We are now going to have one bhajan, and thereafter we will do Ramayan recital and discourse, followed by the Ram Chalisa and Aarti and Visarjan.
रघुपति राजा पतित पावन सीताराम 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 भज प्यारे तू सीताराम. अयोध्या आए मेरे प्यारे राम, बोलो जय जय श्री राम. अयोध्या आए मेरे प्यारे राम, बोलो जय जय श्री राम. वो मेरी आंखों के तारे हैं प्रभु राम, बोलो जय जय श्री राम. युग राम राज का, आ गया शुभ दिन ये आज का, आ गया हुई जीत सनातन धर्म की, घर घर भगवान लहरा गया, रागा है अवध का, भाग जी गूंजा है विजय का, भाग जी योगी संतों की, अखियों से छलका है प्रेम अनुराग जी। सज धज के ओ सज धज के लागे सबसे न्यारे राम, बोलो जय जय श्री राम, हो मेरी आंखों के तारे हैं प्रभु राम, बोलो जय जय श्री राम। रघुनंदन का राज तिलक है, राज सिंहासन राम का हक है, राम का होगा राज जगत में, प्रश्न न कोई शक है, राम के पथ में सबकी पलक है, जीते ये सब के लिए ही सबक है, जय श्री राम के नाम का नाम राम, देता सुनाई अंबर तक है, किसी भी युग में ना हारे है प्यारे राम, बोलो जय जय श्री राम, वो मेरी आंखों के तारे हैं प्रभु राम, बोलो जय जय श्री राम। सरयू के धारा नाच रहे, दोनों किनारा नाच रहे, दशो दिशाएं झूम रहे, यहाँ चांद सितारे नाच रहे मन भक्तों के, यहाँ साधु सारे नाच रहे, राम के धुन में हो के मगन सब राम दुलारे नाच रहे पर्वत पे शंकर देवी देवता नाच रहे, अयोध्या अयोध्या आए मेरे प्यारे राम, बोलो जय जय श्री राम, हो मेरी आंखों के तारे हैं प्रभु राम, बोलो जय जय श्री राम। बाजे मंजीरे और धन, हवा में उड़े केसरिया, लौट आई है रंगवर्षी, सिया लखन हनुमत के संग।
ओम ओम ओम। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वर, गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म, तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। ध्यानमूलं गुरोर्मूर्तिः, पूजामूलं गुरोः पदम्, मन्त्रमूलं गुरोर्वाक्यं, मोक्षमूलं गुरोः कृपा। हे राम पुरुषोत्तम नरहरे, नारायणो केशवा, गोविन्दो गरुडध्वज गुणनिधे, दामोदर माधवा। हे कृष्णा कमलापते यदुपते, सीतापते श्रीपते, वैकुंठाधिपते चराचरपते लक्ष्मीपते पाहि माम्। जय ही सुमिरत सिद्धि होय सीताराम, गणनायक करिवर बदन करौ अनुग्रह सोय सीताराम, बुद्धि राशि शुभ गुण सदन मूक होई वाचाल सीताराम, पंगु चढ़हि गिरिवर गहन जासु कृपालु सुदयाल सीताराम, द्रवहु सकल कलिमल दहन नील सरोरुहु श्याम सीताराम, तरुण अरुण बारिज नयन करौ सुमम उरधाम सीताराम, सदा क्षीर सागर शयन कुंद इंदु समदेह सीताराम, उमारमन करुणा अयन जाहि दीन पर नेह सीताराम, करहु कृपा मर्दन मयन बंदौ गुरुपद कंज सीताराम, कृपा सिंधु नर रूप हरि महामोहतम पुंज सीताराम, जासु वचन रवि कर निकर सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय। कथा आरंभ होत है, सुनहु वीर हनुमान, आसन को प्रभु आइए सिया सखा सहित भगवान, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय। We'll have the Ramayan Aarti.
संतन गावत शंभु
Jai Shri Ram. Today we are beginning with Doha number 54, Chauvan. And let us all read this together. Vividmayand Neelanala Angad Gad Bikatasi Dadimukha ke Hari Nisata Sata Jamavant Balarasi Siyavar Ramchandra ki jai Pavan Sutta Hanuman ki jai Umapati Mahadev ki jai एकपि सब सुग्रीव समाना इन समकोटिन गणैको नाना राम कृपा अतुलित बल तिन्हि तिन समान त्रैलोक ही गणहि असमय सुना श्रवण दस कंधर पदुम 18 जूथप बंदर नाथ कटक मह सो कपिनाहि जो न तुम्हि जीते रन माहि परम क्रोध मीजहि सब हाथा आयसु पेन देहि रघुनाथा सोषहि सिंधु सहित जश व्याला पूरहि न तव भरी उधर बिसाला मर्दि गर्द मिलवहि दस सीसा ऐसे ही बचन कहहि सब कीसा गर्जहि तरजहि सहज असंका मानहु ग्रसन चहत हहि लंका सहज सूर कपि भालु सब पुनि सिर पर प्रभु राम रावण काल कोटि कहू जीति सकहि संग्राम सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय. So these two messengers or spies of रावण जो दूत थे वे रावण को बताते हैं कि उसने क्या पता वहां पाया. What information they got when they went to Sri Ram's camp and saw Vibhishan and the others. So in this Doha there are 13 words and 12 of them are the names of great warriors. Dvivid, Mayan, Neel, Nal, Angad, Gad, Bikitasi, all of these names are given, and only the last word, Balarasi. So I'm mentioning this because we must understand the greatness of Tulsidasa's poetry, that he merely mentioned the names of people, of these great warriors, and he made it into such a nice poetry, this rhyme that is there. And the word Bala Rasi here means, ye sabhi bal ki rashi, they are all treasure houses, if you want to call it that, of strength. Ek api sab sugriv samana, and they are all बल में सुग्रीव के समान है. They are as strong as Sugriv in strength. एंड ये एक दो नहीं है, ये नॉट जस्ट वन और टू, कहते हैं कि करोड़ों है, देर आर काउंटलेस. इनफैक्ट इट सेज इन द नेक्स्ट, बहुत बहुत सौ को गिन ही काउंट सकता है. हु कैन काउंट देम? दे आर सो मेनी दैट वी कैन नॉट काउंट देम. हु आर दीज personalities that are so many? All the supporters of Sri Ram, the warriors, the monkeys and the bears, all of whom are equal in strength to Sugriv. And in an earlier Chopai, they said that the one who burnt Ravan is the weakest of the lot. Who burnt Lanka, माफ करना, जिसने लंका को जलाया था, हनुमान जी, वो सबसे कम बलशाली. He's not the most, he's not the strongest. So these two, Shuk and Saran, these are the two messengers, the two spies. You'll notice I'm using the word spies and I'm also using the word messengers because they initially left Lanka as spies of Ravan, but they are returning not as spies because when they saw the greatness of Sri Ram, they began to praise Sri Ram. In other words, this is what happens when you have darshan of Bhagwan. All your sinful tendencies are demolished. They are no more existent. सब पाप खत्म हो जाता है भगवान का दर्शन होते ही. The moment you get darshan of Bhagwan. So they got darshan of Bhagwan and they have overcome all of these negative tendencies. और वे कहते हैं कि श्री राम जी की कृपा से उनमें अतुलनीय बल है. Because of Ramchandra ji's grace, his mercy, all of them have infinite strength. और वो तीनों लोगों को तृण के समान या तुच्छ समझते हैं. They consider everybody in the three worlds to be insignificant. Why are they insignificant? Because Ram is significant in their lives. So when Ram is significant, then all others become insignificant. They cannot be anywhere near Ramchandra ji. Asamai Suna Shravana Dasakandhar. So they refer to him as Dasagriv. Dashakandhar, the one who 10 heads or 10 shoulders here. मैंने सुना है, they say we heard, कि 18 पद्म तो अकेले वानरों के सेनापति है. That there are 18 billion and more. Right? उस सेना में ऐसा कोई वानर नहीं है जो आपको रण में न जीत सके. Now they are being very bold here because we all know how cruel and how violent Ravan can be. And they are telling Ravan that in this entire army, all of these monkeys and all that are there. ऐसा कोई वानर नहीं, there isn't a single monkey who आपको रण में न जीत सके, who cannot defeat you in battle. You're telling this to a person who has extreme pride in his own strength. That earlier on he said that if the ocean was not between Lanka and Ram's camp, that the Rakshasas from Lanka would have eaten all these monkeys up. That's how much of confidence he had, false confidence actually, in his ability. And these two messengers are brave enough to tell him that any one of those monkeys will defeat you in battle. Param krodh mi jahi sab hatha, aya supe na dehi raghunatha. And all of them, sab ke sab, all of them, krodh se haath meechte hai. They are wringing their hands in anger and in eager to serve Sri Ram in defeating you. They want to defeat you. They're looking forward to this opportunity of defeating you, because in defeating you, they will be serving Bhagwan. पर श्री रघुनाथ जी उन्हें आज्ञा नहीं देते हैं, but Sri Ram hasn't given them the instruction or the permission to do so. So they are very obedient sevaks. How are they obedient? They follow the instructions of Bhagwan. So we cannot be sevaks of Bhagwan if we go contrary to his instructions. Where do we find his instructions? In our scriptures. So the scriptures will tell us what Sri Ram wants us to do. And if we are true sevaks and true bhakts, then हम भी उनके आज्ञा को पालन करेंगे. We too will follow their instruction. They are saying, these monkeys are saying, Shuk has heard this from the monkeys, that मछलियों और सर्पों सहित समुद्र को सोख लेंगे, नहीं तो बड़े बड़े पर्वतों से उसे भरकर पूर देंगे. So the monkeys are saying that if we get the instruction, we can dry up this entire ocean, or we can fill it up with mountains and stones and rocks so that we can get across. और रावण को मसल कर धूल में मिला देंगे. And they are saying that we will crush him and mix him into the sand, into the dust. सब बानर ऐसे ही वचन कह रहे हैं. So Shuk and Saran are reporting to Ravan that all of the monkeys have this confidence in the strength that Ramchandra ji has graced them with, that they are saying they will defeat you. Not just defeat you, they will crush you and mix you into this dust. इस प्रकार गरजते और डपटते हैं, मानो लंका को निगल ही जाना चाहते हैं. They are so eager, they are thundering and speaking so loudly that it seems as if they are ready to swallow up the entire Lanka. सब बानर भालू सहज ही शूरवीर है. They are naturally brave warriors. Sahaj, naturally. They are born warriors. It isn't as if they had to go and learn some special skill. They have this innate ability. Where does this ability come from? It comes from Ram. So when anybody is born with certain abilities, who should get the credit for those abilities? Sri Ram himself. So in the earlier part, when they said that Sri Ram ji ke kripa se unme atulaniya bal hai, that is the grace of Bhagwan that has given them the strength. And that is being brought out here, further here, that they have this strength that has come with their birth. हे रावण, वे संग्राम में करोड़ों कालों को जीत सकते हैं, and they can defeat countless Yamaraj, the god of death, Kal. Shall we read the next chaupai? राम तेज बल बुद्धि विपुलाई, शेष सहस सत सक ही न गाई, सकसर एक सोशी सत सागर, तव भ्रात ही पूछे नए नागर, तासु बचन सुनी सागर पाही, मांगत पंथ कृपा मन माही, सुनत बचन बिहसा दस सीसा, जो असिमति सहाय कृत कीसा, सहज भीरु कर बचन दृढ़ाई, सागर सन ठानी मचलाई, मूड मृषा का कर सी बढ़ाई, विपु बल बुद्धि था हमें पाई, सचिव सभीत विभीषण जाके, विजय विभूति कहा जगता के, सुनिखल बचन दूत रिस बाढ़ी, समय विचारी पत्रिका कारी। रामानुज दीन यह पाती, नाथ बचाई चुरावहु छाती। बिहसी वाम कर लीन्ही रावण, सचिव बोली सट लाग बचावन। बातनि मन ही रिझाई सट, जनि घाल सिकुल खीस। राम विरोध न उबरसी, सरन विष्णु अज ईश। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय। तो राम तेज बल बुद्धि विपुलाई, रामचंद्र जी के तेज, सामर्थ्य, हिज एबिलिटी, हिज ग्लोरी, बल, स्ट्रेंथ और बुद्धि, इंटेलिजेंस, लाखों शेष भी नहीं गा सकते हैं. Thousands of शेष जी will not be able to describe, will sing about the glory of Sri Ram's ability, strength and intelligence. वे एक ही बाण से सैकड़ों समुद्रों को सोख सकते हैं. Now who is speaking here? Shuk and Saran, the two messengers. They are reporting to Ravan. And they are saying that Sri Ram, with one arrow, एक ही बाण से सैकड़ों समुद्रों को सोख सकते हैं. They can dry up thousands of oceans. परंतु नीति निपुण श्री राम जी ने आपके भाई से उपाय पूछा. But he is not going, he didn't do that. Although he has this ability, he did not do that. Why? Niti Nipun. He is expert in ethics and protocol, following correct procedure. And therefore, he asked your brother Vibhishan for guidance on how to get across this ocean. Although he has the ability, he is not using that strength. Right? Think about leaders of this world, countries of this world as well, who have nuclear weapons. It is very easy for them to use. But they must, if they are good leaders, they must think carefully and look for other alternatives before going to consider using nuclear weapons. It does not only apply to nuclear weapons, it applies to war as well. Before we engage in war, we must think of all the consequences. And therefore, you will see that Lakshman has sent a message. Earlier on, we said that he said to, in the message that he sent with these two, he said, Sita ji ko dekhkar unse milo. The message to Ravan from Lakshman is, return Sita and meet Sri Ram. Isn't that a way out of starting a war? Right? So this is the reason for that. Tasu bachan suni sagar pai, mangat pant kripa man mahi. Sunat bachan bihasa das sisa. So उनके वचन सुनकर, when Sri Ramchandra ji heard the advice that Vibhishan gave, he samudra se राह मांग रहे थे. He is then asking the ocean, the devata that presides over the waters, for a passage to get across. और उनके मन में कृपा भरी है. He is full of mercy, because he can dry up the ocean, but in his mercy, he is saying, no, can you give me a path to go across? Right? लेकिन रावण ने यह वचन सुनकर Haspara. He began to laugh when he heard this. And he says, दूत ये वचन सुनते ही दूत के ये वचन सुनते ही रावण खूब हंसा. He laughed a great deal, only in the way a fool can laugh. Right? और वह बोला, जब ऐसी बुद्धि है, if he has this kind of logic and intelligence, तभी तो वानरों को सहायक बनाया. Then only would he have asked for monkeys to help him. Again, रावण सोचता है कि ये सब वानरों तुच्छ है. They are all weak and insignificant. That's what Ravan thinks. And he says, with that kind of logic, where he's asking for a passage to come across, that logic is the very logic that caused him to get support from the weak monkeys. सहज भीरु कर वचन दृढ़ाई. So he says, स्वाभाविक ही डरपोक, भीरु, डरपोक, विभीषण के वचन को प्रमाण करके उन्होंने समुद्र मचलना बाल हटाना है. So he said, Vibhishan, who is naturally a darpok is very frightened person. Put it another way, it could mean like he has got no guts. He is always afraid. So Sri Ram is accepting this darpok's guidance as authority, as that is the way out. And therefore, like a pet child or a spoiled child, he is asking Samudra for a passage. Right? If I can try to relate this to the child analogy, you know, when a little child who can hardly walk picks up the book that the Aja or the Nana is reading and says, I want to read. Let me read. Give me a chance to read. That is what he's saying. Like, you will spoil the child and say, yes, read, although you know he cannot read. So they are saying, he is accepting this guidance as if it is gospel, that it is the authority. जिसके विभीषण जैसा डरपोक मंत्री है, if a person has a frightened advisor and minister like Vibhishan, उसे जगत में विजय और विभूति कहाँ? Where can he get victory and fame in this world? दुष्ट रावण के वचन सुनकर दूतों को क्रोध बढ़ आया. So the messengers, when they heard these harsh words of Ravan, they became very angry. Remember, they were originally supporters of Ravan. And this anger that they are experiencing now is a result of the fact that they are no more loyal to him. Their hearts have been won over by the greatness, by the calmness, and all the wonderful attributes that Sri Ram Chandraji has. So before this, up to this point, they were trying to convince Ravan to do the right thing. Now, mauka samajhkar patrika nikali. Now they took out the letter that Lakshman had sent. Ramanuj din hi yah pati. Ram ka Anuj. Anuj means younger brother. Ram's younger brother, din hi yah pati, gave this letter. Naat bachai juravahu chhati. Oh Lord, isko bachwa kar chhati thandi kijiye. Have this read out and soothe your heart. Perhaps they are being sarcastic. That if you hear what's in this, it will soothe your heart. When they actually know, it will enrage him more. रावण ने हंसकर उसे बाएं हाथ से लिया. He laughed and he took this letter in his left hand, not in his right hand, in his left hand. Again, showing how much of disrespect he has for Lakshman and of course Ram as well. और मंत्री को बुलवाकर वह मूर्ख उसे बचाने लगा. So he called an assistant, a minister, to read this. So we can see from this discussion here that those who were loyal to Ravan are now turning against him because they have seen the truth, they have seen the reality. Sachai ko dikhai deta hai. They can see what is right and what is wrong. And that applies to all of us. We may have certain intentions in our mind that are not good. And when we have those intentions that are not good, then Ravan is ruling. When we see sense and we ignore those intentions, we do not act on those intentions, then Ramchandraji is ruling our minds and our hearts and our actions. So we do not give expression to the bad thoughts that are in our mind because we have allowed Ramchandraji, the divine thoughts, to win our heart over, and therefore our actions are going to be based on the instructions of Sri Ram. That is what Shuk and Saran have displayed here. And what was written in the letter? Are murk, O fool, O idiot, केवल बातों से ही मन को रिझा कर अपने कुल को नष्ट भ्रष्ट न कर. So Lakshman has written in this letter, O fool, O idiot, just by using language and making yourself feel confident that you can do all of this, do not destroy your entire dynasty, the entire kul. श्री राम जी से विरोध करके तू विष्णु, ब्रह्मा और महेश की शरण जाने पर भी नहीं बचेगा. If you oppose Sri Ram, if you go against Sri Ram, if you have enmity towards Sri Ram, then he says tu. So referring to Ravan as tu, tu is a pronoun that is used for people who are smaller than us, where you do not have to show any respect to them, right? So if you go against Sri Ram, if you oppose him, if you have enmity towards him, then even Brahma, Vishnu, and Maheshji will not protect you, even if you take refuge in them. Right? Let's read the last Chaupai and Doha. Doha number 56. की तजिमान अनुज इव प्रभुपद पंकज भृंग हो ही की राम सरानल खलकुल सहित पतंग सियावर रामचंद्र की जय. पवन सुत हनुमान की जय. उमापति महादेव की जय. राम सिया राम जय जय राम. राम सिया राम जय जय राम. सुनत सभय मन मुख मुस्काई कहत दसानन सब ही सुनाई. भूमि पराकर गहत आकाशा लघुतापस कर बाग बिलासा. राम सिया राम जय जय राम. राम सिया राम सिया राम जय जय राम। कह सुखनाथ सत्य सब बानी, समुझहु ठारी प्रकृति अभिमानी। सुनहु बचन मम परिहरि क्रोधा, नाथ राम सन तजहु विरोधा। राम सिया राम जय जय राम। राम सिया राम जय जय राम। अति कोमल रघुबीर सुभाऊ, यद्यपि अखिल लोक कर राऊ। मिलत कृपा तुम पर प्रभु करी, उर अपराध न एक धरी। राम सिया राम जय जय राम। राम सिया राम जय जय राम। जनक सुता रघुनाथ ही दीजे, इतना कहा मोर प्रभु की जय। जब ते ही कहा देन बैदेही, चरण प्रहार कीन सत ते ही। राम सिया राम जय जय राम। राम सिया राम जय जय राम। नाई सरन सिरु चला सोता, नाई चरण सिरु चला सोता। कृपा सिंधु रघुनायक जाहा, करि प्रणाम निजु कथा सुनाई। राम कृपा आपनि गति पाई। राम सिया राम जय जय राम। राम सिया राम जय जय राम। ऋषि अगस्त्य की साप भवानी, राक्षस भयऊ रहा मुनि ज्ञानी। बंदी राम पद बारहि बारा, मुनि निज आश्रम कहु पगुधारा। राम सिया राम जय जय राम। राम सिया राम जय जय राम। विनयन मानत जलदि जड़, गए 3 दिन बीती। बोले राम सकोप तब, भय बिन होई न प्रीति। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय। तो या तो अभिमान छोड़कर अपने छोटे भाई विभीषण की भांति प्रभु के चरण कमलों का भ्रमर बन जा, अथवा रे दुष्ट श्री राम जी के बाण रूपी अग्नि में परिवार सहित पतिंगा हो जा। So the message in the letter to Ravan is, you have 2 options: return Sita Mata, and either, like your younger brother Vibhishan, take refuge in Sri Ram. Like a bee is attracted to the lotus, like that, be attracted to Sri Ram's lotus feet. That's the one option. Become a bee that benefits from the pollen of Sri Ram's feet, Kamal, lotus feet. The other option is become a moth to the fire of Sri Ram's arrow. So, in other words, he is threatening him in no uncertain terms. You either return Sita Mata or face the consequences. Not only will you become like a moth in the flames of Sri Ram's arrow, but your entire parivar, entire family will be like that, will be destroyed. सुनत सभई मन मुख मुस्काई, कहत दसानन सभी सुनाई. So पत्रिका सुनते ही रावण मन में भयभीत हो गया. Immediately it says, Sabhai became with fear, he became afraid. But मुख से ऊपर से मुस्कुराता हुआ, but on top he was smiling. He's putting on a brave face, right? So that और सबको सुना कर कहने लगा, and he's telling everybody outwardly, putting on a brave face, जैसे कोई पृथ्वी पर पड़ा हुआ हाथ से आकाश को पकड़ने को चेष्टा करता है, वैसे ही यह छोटा तपस्वी वाग विलास करता है या डींग बजाता है. So this younger brother of the tapasvi, this tapasvi Lakshman, he is behaving like a person who is lying on the ground and raises his hands and wants to catch the sky. It is impossible. Isn't that so? And he is behaving like that and just bragging. Ding hakta hai. He is bragging. Kaha suknath satya sababani. So Shuk, the messenger, is saying, Hey Nath, O Lord, again, अभिमानी स्वभाव को छोड़कर इस पत्र में जो लिखा है सब बातों को सच समझिए. So they say samojauchari prakriti abhimani. Give up your abhiman. That is natural for you. Pride is a natural part of your life. You know no other way. But now it's time for you कि अपना अभिमानी छोड़कर abandon this pride. और whatever is written in this पत्रिका, जो पत्रिका में लिखा है, सब बातों को सच समझिए. Consider all of that to be true. क्रोध छोड़कर मेरा वचन सुनिए. हे नाथ, श्री राम जी से वैर त्याग दीजिए. Now, can you imagine a messenger giving an instruction like this to the king, that abandon your anger, क्रोध छोड़कर, और मेरा वचन सुनिए, listen to my words, listen to my advice. श्री राम जी से वैर त्याग दीजिए. Abandon your enmity with Sri Ram. Give it up. It is not going to benefit you. It is not going to benefit the parivar, कुल को. अति कोमल रघुबीर सुभाऊ, यद्यपि अखिल लोक कर राऊ. यद्यपि, although Sri Raghubir समस्त लोकों के स्वामी है, he is the lord of the entire creation, और उनका स्वभाव अत्यंत ही कोमल है, but he is absolutely tender. कोमल है. He does not have any pride in him. He will accept Sita Mata back if you return her with all humility and abandon your anger and enmity, because he is mild, kind-hearted, soft, komal. He is tender. मिलते ही प्रभु आप पर कृपा करेंगे. The moment he meets you, he will show his mercy to you. He will be merciful towards you. आपका एक भी अपराध ही हृदय में नहीं रखेंगे. He will not even keep one of your faults in his heart. He won't remember it. Isn't that what Sri Ramji said to Sugriv when Sugriv told him that you must be careful of Vibhishan because he's coming from the side of the enemies? And Sri Ram said that my promise is that once somebody has taken refuge in me and abandoned all his bad habits, I do not focus on the bad habits. So this is what the messengers are relaying to Ravan. Janak Sutta Raghunatha hi dije, and then continuing with the instruction to him. Janaki ji Raghunath ji ko dije. Return Janaki ji to Raghunath. Hey Prabhu, itna kahna meri kijiye. Listen to this advice that we are giving you. उस दूत ने जानकी जी को देने के लिए कहा. When this messenger Shuk said, you must return Janaki ji, तब दुष्ट रावण उसको लात मारी. So Ravan kicked him. And see, this is also the nature of a person whose mind is turned upside down by pride and anger and these other qualities. He cannot think straight. When somebody gives him good advice, he kicks them. Isn't that what he did to Vibhishan? Vibhishan gave him good advice. Malyavan gave him good advice, and his instruction to the people was, where are all the people to clear these people out of my parliament? Take them out. They are talking, singing the praises of Sri Ram. Doesn't it remind you of what happens in some of the modern parliaments when certain members of the opposition say something nasty or something critical of those who are in power? They are not happy with it, right? But here, he has kicked the person who has given him good advice. Usko ठुकरा दिया. Not only has he physically kicked him, he is showing complete disrespect for the intelligence of the messenger, right? Now, modern leaders too behave like this. Think about people in power. When somebody lets the cat out of the bag of how they have been doing the wrong things, right? Suddenly, that innocent person is killed, right? We had a case in the finance department recently, not very long ago, where a whistleblower was killed in her car. There have been many cases like that. When some senior ministers are being taken to court, the witnesses are killed so that their cases don't really succeed. So this is not new. Ravan displayed the same qualities, and our leaders are behaving like Ravan if they do this kind of thing. And what did Shuk do? Vibhishan ki bhati, just like Vibhishan, Nai Charana Siru Chala, he bowed down at Ravan's feet. And wahi chala, jahan Kripa Sagar Shri Raghunath ji the, and he too went to Sri Ram. So there's two ways of looking at this. They had seen the truth, they understood the reality, and this kicking was the ideal opportunity for them to be with truth, and therefore they went to Sri Ram. Looking at it the other way, when we in this world, when the world हमको ठुकराता है, when the world kicks us, then we run towards Bhagwan. Rather, don't wait for the kicks. Turn towards Bhagwan now. Okay, this is the message in this part of the Ramcharitmanas. Then प्रणाम करके उसने अपनी कथा सुनाई और श्री रामचंद्र जी के कृपा से अपनी गति मुनि का स्वरूप आई. So Shuk went there, he bowed down at Sri Ram's feet and explained his situation, the entire katha, and by the grace and blessings of Sri Ram, apni gati pai, he found his true form. What was his true form? He was a muni. But because of Agastya Muni's curse on him, he became a messenger of Ravana. So now he's returned to his original, his true form. When we abandon all the negativities in our lives, then we too will realize our true nature. And our true nature is that we are a spark of Bhagwan's, and we are an Ansh of Bhagwan. Isn't that so? So we too can return to our true nature when we are able to abandon all those things that hold us down, that burden us, and prevent us from rising to the higher levels. शिव जी कहते हैं कि हे भवानी, so remember this entire katha, the Ramayan katha is also being related by Lord Shiva. भवानी वह ज्ञानी मुनि था, he was a great मुनि, अगस्त्य ऋषि के शाप से राक्षस हो गया और बार बार श्री राम जी के चरणों की वंदना करके वो मुनि अपने आश्रम को चला गया. So this Shuk Muni was a son of Vyas ji, and when he returned to his original form, he did pranam and bowed down at the feet of Sri Ram numerous times, and then he went to his ashram. इधर 3 दिन बीत गए, and on the other bank, on the other shore, where Ramchandra ji's camp is, 3 days have passed since Sri Ramchandra ji appealed to Samudra to give him a passage. किंतु जर समुद्र विनय नहीं मानता है. The dumb or the the ocean which has low intelligence being described here, it doesn't mean it's permanently of low intelligence. At that point, he can be described as Jad. Right? He didn't observe, he didn't fulfill the appeal that Sri Ramchandra ji made. तब श्री राम जी बोले राम सकोप तब क्रोध सहित बोले. Angrily he spoke. बिना भय के प्रीति नहीं होती है. भय बिनो होई न प्रीति. Without fear, we cannot develop love sometimes, right? So remember when Sugriv earlier had promised Sri Ram that after the rainy season he will help him to find Sita Mata, and after the rainy season had finished, he delayed in coming to assist. So Ramchandra ji sent Lakshman to say, first, we tried to talk to him nicely. When he doesn't listen, then usko bhay dikhakar, frighten him and make him come. So the first strategy is always a tender and kind strategy. When that fails, then sometimes you have to frighten, right? So even in our school situations, well, I don't know if it works now, but in the past, we used to say to the children, if you do your homework, then you'll do well in school, etc. And when they don't do the homework, then you say, if you don't do your homework, so now the fear comes in, you will be detained, or we will send a note to your parents. These days, I don't know if the parents will read the note. Yeah? So this fear sometimes is necessary. So the anger that Ramchandra ji displays here is an acceptable level of anger in the circumstances. It has a particular purpose, and the purpose is to convert the person on whom you are showing your anger. There is no violence in this just yet. Yeah. So we're going to conclude here. Katha visarjana hote hai, सुनहु वीर हनुमान, आसन को प्रभु जाइए, सिया सखा सहित भगवान, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय. Shri Ram Chalisa now.
नीलांबुज श्यामल कोमल सीता समारोपिति वामभागम् पानौ महासायक चापम् नमामि रामं रघुवंशनाथम्। रघुवीर भक्त हितकारी सुन लीजिए प्रभु अर्ज हमारी। निस दिन ध्यान धरे जो कोई तासम भक्त और नहीं होई। ध्यान धरे शिव जी मन माही ब्रह्मा इंद्र पार नहीं पाए। जय 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 रघुनाथ कृपाला सदा करो संतन प्रतिपाला। दूत तुम्हारे वीर हनुमाना जासु प्रभाव देहु पुर जाना। तब भुजदंड प्रचंड कृपाला रावण मारी सुरन प्रतिपाला। तुम आनाथ के नाथ गोसाई दीनन के हो सदा सहाय। ब्रह्मादिक तब पार न पावे सदा ईश तुम्हरो यश गावे। चारों वेद भरत है साखी तुम भक्तन की लज्जा राखी। गुण गावत शारद मन माही सुरपति को पार न पाही। नाम तुम्हार लेते जो कोई तासम धन्य और नहीं होई। राम नाम है अपरंपारा चारों वेद निज ही पुकारा। गणपति नाम तुम्हारो लीनो तिनको प्रथम पूजे तुम कीन्हो। शेष रतत नित नाम तुम्हारा मही को भार शीश पर धारा। फूल समान रहत सोभारा पवना करो तुम्हारो पारा। भरत नाम तुम्हरो उर्धारो तासो कबहु नरन में हारो। नाम शत्रुघ्न हृदय प्रकाशा सुमिरत होत शत्रु कर नाशा। लक्ष्मण तुम्हारे आज्ञाकारी सदा करत संतन रखवारी। ताते रन जीते नहीं कोई युद्ध जुड़े यमहू की होई। महालक्ष्मी घर अवतारा सब विध करत पाप को चारा। सीता नाम भुवनेश्वरी भई प्रभव दिखायो, घट सो प्रकट भय सो आई, जाको देखते चंद्र लजाई। सो सुमिरे नित पाव पलो तत, नवोनिधि चरणन में लो तत। सिद्धि अवतार मंगलकारी, सो तुम पर जवे बलिहारी। और जो अनेक प्रभुतारी, सो सीतापत तुम ही बनाई। इच्छा ते को तिन संसार, रचत न लागत फल की वारा। जो तुम्हारे चरणन चित लावे, ताको मुक्ति अवश्य हो जावे। जय 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 प्रभु ज्योत स्वरूपा, निर्गुण ब्रह्म अखंड अनूपा। सत्य 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 व्रत स्वामी, सत्य सनातन अंतर्यामी। सत्य भजन तुम रोजो गावे, सो निश्चय चरणन फल पावे। सत्य शपथ गौरी पत की नहीं, तुमने भक्ति सब सिद्ध दीनी। सुनो राम तुम तात हमारे, तुम ही भरत कुल पूज्य प्रचारे। तुम ही देव कुल देव हमारे, तुम गुरुदेव प्राण के प्यारे। जो कुछ हो सो तुम ही राजा, जय 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 प्रभु राखो लाजा। राम आत्मा पोषण हारे, जय 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 दशरथ के दुलारे। ज्ञान दे दो ज्ञान स्वरूपा, नमो नमो जय जगपति भूपा। धन्य धन्य तुम धन्य प्रतापा, नाम तुम्हार हरत संतापा। सत्य शुद्ध देवन मुख गाया, बजी दुंदुबी शंख बजाया। सत्य सत्य तुम सत्य सनातन, तुम ही हो हमारे तन मन धन। या को पाठ करे जो कोई, ज्ञान प्रकट ताके उड़ होई। अवगाहन न बीते तिहि केरा, सत्य वचन माने शिव मेरा। और आस मन में जो होई, मन वांछित फल पावे सोई। तीनों काल ध्यान जो ल्यावे, तुलसी दल और फूल चढ़ावे। साग सो भोग लगावे, सोनर सकल सीधिता पावे। अंत समय रघुबरपुर जाए, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई। श्री हरिदास कहे अरु गावे, सोवे कुंत धाम को जावे। 7 दिवस जो नीम कर, पाठ करे चित लाए। हरिदास हरि कृपा से, अवश्य भक्त को पाए। राम चालीसा जो पढ़े, राम चरण चित लाए। जो इच्छा मन में करे, सकल सिद्धि हो जाए।
करुणावतारम् संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारम् सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। मङ्गलं भगवान् विष्णु मङ्गलं गरुडध्वज मङ्गलं पुण्डरीकाक्ष मङ्गलाय तनोहरि सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणी नमोऽस्तुते नारायणी नमोऽस्तुते नारायणी नमोऽस्तुते। ॐ यानि कानि च पापानि जन्मान्तरकृतानि च तानि तानि विनश्यन्ति प्रदक्षिणा पदे पदे। विसर्जन। ॐ सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ॐ असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ अपराधसहस्राणि क्रियन्ते अहर्निशं मय दासोऽयमिति मम त्वाक्षमस्व परमेश्वर। आवाहनं न जानामि विसर्जन पूजां चैव न जानामि क्षमस्व परमेश्वर। अन्यथा शरणं नास्ति त्वमेव शरणं मम तस्मात् कारुण्यभावेन रक्ष त्वां परमेश्वर। बोलो श्री गणेश भगवान की जय श्री सीताराम की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय श्री राधे कृष्ण भगवान की जय श्री लक्ष्मी नारायण भगवान की जय शिव शंकर भगवान पार्वती माता की जय गंगा माता की जय यमुना माता की जय गौरी माता काली माता दुर्गा माता लक्ष्मी माता सरस्वती माता की जय। ओम नमः पार्वती पतये हर हर महादेव हर। जय जय श्री राधे जय जय श्री राधे जय जय श्री राधे श्याम। जय सिया राम।